Pow. L.O.T.S Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger Podcast. You guys do me a favor, come inside the building. As soon as you come in the building, you guys know the routine. Do me a favor, hit that like button. All right, let's get this started the right way. As soon as you guys hit that like button, YouTube's going to recommend the content and push it forward to their audience, all right? That part. New year. We 4 months into four days into the new year. Through 25. That part. That part. All right, let's cut this intro. Listen, man. L.O.T.S Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger Podcast, episode number 103. That part, you guys know, we 4 days in to the year 2025. I know everybody got their New Year's resolutions. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably done failed already within the first 4 days of the new year. That's how it be sometimes. Now, let's go into my usual intro, all right? I am the incomparable, the author imitated but cannot be duplicated, the one they took their style from. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved, you guys. That's an acronym, all right? It stands for the Lord of the Streets, Leaders of the Streets, Learning off the Streets, Living off of the Streets. Living off the streets meaning eating off of the land. We real hustlers, all right? This is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. I want to welcome everybody to the Don't Shoot the Messenger Podcast, episode number 103. Three, two, one, fight. Listen, and that was an accident. I did not mean to do that, all right? That's for my battle rap. You guys know I be doing reviews on battle rap. You guys get a chance, come outside when you get on the platform, you guys check it out. L.O.T.S approved media. Now, you guys, I don't know if you guys had a chance. You guys, we've been having a lot of interviews this week. First of all, you guys, I want you guys to go on the platform, L.O.T.S approved media on YouTube. All right, and check out the Junkie Junk interview. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ali Zoe Adams. He got the internet on fire currently. All right. With that being said, you guys, we have another interview, a Deslock interview. All right. You guys get a chance. I'm gonna release the Deslock interview on Tuesday. You guys run up the interviews. All right. We're gonna flood you guys with interviews for this hopefully for the month. Let me not promise you guys that, because you know what I'm saying? You promise and then you guys will be waiting on it, all right? L.O.T.S approved media once again. Now, you guys, this is episode number 103. We got a lot to speak about, all right, this week. I went on tonight. This is actually my third post for the week. I usually don't post that often, right? But things are going to change for 2025, excuse me. We're going to be doing a lot more content. So I need you guys to prepare. I need you guys to make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher, because that's just a hater. And you definitely don't want to be one of these, ladies and gentlemen. We call that a peeping Tom. All right? And if you don't know what a peeping Tom is, just don't go to jail, and you won't never have to find out. Fine. All right? Also, smash the subscription buttons. We got to get our subscriptions up. And by you guys hitting the like, once again, once you guys hit that like button, YouTube's going to recommend this content to their audience and push it forward. And this is what I'm trying to get across to you guys, all right? This week, what we got this week? Y'all want to talk about Fat Joe? Fat Joe made some remarks this week. I want to see you guys' opinion on Fat Joe. You guys know about other people from outside of our community that love our culture, right? And sometimes people tend to get comfortable, you know what I mean, with people's cultures. And we all do it, right? But today we're speaking about Fat Joe. Yeah, we're gonna speak about Fat Joe. Also, big shout out to Boss Man D-Lo, all right? I see Boss Man D-Lo shooting his shot, little sniper. All right, Boss Man seen online, Boss Man D-Lo shooting his shot at GloRilla. I ain't mad at you, cuz. We're going to speak about that. Also, Ruby Rose talking about who's going to get her pregnant. She's waiting for somebody to shoot up the club. We'll speak about that also. What else we got here, man? Let me look at my list. Make sure you guys hit that like button once again. All right. And it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. Let me see here. All right. Beyond that, what else we got here? Bada bing, bada bang. Okay, JT Money. JT Money and GloRilla constantly the back and forth. So we're gonna compare their careers. And you guys can see where I'm going with this. Big shout out to JT, Miami home team, all right? And this is a Miami-based podcast, Miami-based platform. All right. What else? Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless recently he's being received a lawsuit. I don't know if he's being sued. I don't know if it's just civil suit or criminal charges, but we'll definitely break that down. And I want to give a shout out to Ice Spice. This is her birthday. She just celebrated her birthday recently. All right. So big shout out to Ice Spice. All right, shout out to Ice Spice, man. Once again, Ice Spice birthday. You guys know about Ice Spice. First of all, let's talk about just Ice Spice, just between the thick and the slim. Let me tell you something. A lot of people have their issues with Ice Spice losing weight. People see that she used to be voluptuous and she was known for twerking and shaking her jelly, right? Pun intended, because she has a song like that. Fast forward now, Ice Spice is a little bit more slim. I'm a personal trainer, right? I've seen people with body compositions go from big to small. It's quite normal. But there's a thing where people get complacent. That's why they say don't be comfortable, all right? Ice Spice, I got you. I don't know what's particularly going on with you. I'm hoping that you're doing that voluntarily. It's not medical reasons. Like Chad Boseman, with the guy that played Black Panther. Excuse me if I'm butchering his name. You guys know I constantly butcher people's names up here, right? Don't hold me as perfect. Correct me in the comment section. I need that correction. But nonetheless, the head actor for Black Panther, we didn't know he was sick, and people was making fun of him because he slimmed down. Now, Ice Spice, thin or slick, baby girl, I want in that part. And happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Ice Spice. That part. Now, let's start this shit off right, man. Listen, we all know Black Joe, Fat Joe. I'm saying Black Joe. Fat Joe. That's the irony, right? I called him Black Joe because Fat Joe is Spanish. Though he's Spanish, he's embraced by our community, the Black community. With that being said, Fat Joe, you guys know Fat Joe. He uses the N-word. Some people may have discrepancies with that, especially the older generation. They're not really fond of people outside of our culture, let alone our own culture, using the N-word, right? So it's still cringing to certain people. But the younger generation, we more accept people outside of our culture using the N-word. Particularly Hispanic, Spanish folk, because you know they're closer to our culture, our race, so to speak, even though they can go either way. A Spanish person could be black, a Spanish person could be white, all right? Recently, Fat Joe made some remarks about a Black organization. I'm not really informed on the Black organization, but we're going to play some of the audio. I can't play the actual video, right? He was on a podcast. This podcast is My Expert Opinion, which is hosted by Math Hoffer. That's a battle rap legend, Math Hoffer. Big shout out to My Expert Opinion, all right? You guys, a shout out to that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this audio. I'm going to play this audio of Fat Joe saying something, saying some disparaging words about this Black organization. And I've never heard of this Black organization, mind you. So once again, you guys, make sure you correct me in the comment section. All right? Let's pull it up right quick. Bada bing. Make sure you guys hit that like button, all right? Hit that like button so YouTube can recommend this. Let's push this content. 225. We cracking the algorithm. That part. All right, hold up here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this audio. All right, shout out to Milagro. That's the same girl that used to be commentating on the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion case, all right? Here go Fat Joe.
Rumors were made by radical Black racists. Let's just say that. Okay, it's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican. don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't Black American. Who are these guys? You want me to say it there? We're going to give them too much clout. I mean, the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Oh, man, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York. Right. So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity-doop-wop. Yo, bro. These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't Black American. Who are these guys? You want me to say it there? We're going to give them too much clout. I mean, the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Oh, man, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York. Right. So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity-doop-wop. Yo, bro. These rumors were made by...
All right. Now, that was Fat Joe on the podcast with Matt Hoffer. All right? With that being said, y'all already heard what Fat Joe's saying. He's using the N-word continuously. Now, there's another video that I want to play, and we'll just sum up this whole conversation. All right?
You had to bring Remy to save you. This is pathetic. You got all the other dusty bitches back here, John. Let's go. Hold on.
All right, listen. We ain't even got to play the rest, all right? Okay, those two videos that I just played, you guys, that's two videos displaying Fat Joe's, how would you say, Fat Joe's respect or lack of respect that we perceive as lack of respect. I don't know how he perceives it, but our community sees a lack of respect for our women, right? And as well as just black people. Now let's discuss the first video. The first video he talked about nigga, kept using the N-word, the N-word. This is my thing with the N-word with cultures outside of our culture. All right. Big shout out to Beat Mode Productions, that part. This is my concern about people outside of the black community using that word, the N-word. First of all, Fat Joe, we love you. Let's make this clear. Joey Cartagena, whatever your name is, we appreciate Fat Joe in the black community, especially the hip-hop community. Obviously, right? We've never had no issues with you. I'm pretty sure people in our community probably would stand behind you if anybody would accuse you of being a racist. There's nothing about you that strikes me as a racist, Fat Joe. But you got to keep in mind, Fat Joe, I am black. The black community, there's a certain trauma that we all adopt, whether we were in slavery or not, right? They say it's passed down through our DNA, our genes, our ancestors. So when you're using the N-word, the N-word comes with a lot of, how you say, emotion. It's intense. That word is intense. No matter how leisurely people use it, the word is intense. And according to who is using the word, it could be damaging, right? For example, if a black person calls me a nigga, I don't feel so bad. If a white person calls me a nigga, I'm going to look at him sideways, right? Now, this is Florida. Some white folks use the N-word. I done had niggas around me. My homeboys let they white homeboy use the N-word. I'm not a fan of that. I always question my homeboys, why you let white boy use the N-word? Let me tell you about the N-word, Fat Joe, to white people, anybody outside of the black race. We started a lot of races. We as black people, we embrace a lot of races, right? They say that every race comes from this color. I'm not going to make this we ain't going to go into politics and stuff like that, right? But this skin color comes with history. And if you're not aware of Black history, you should refrain from using the N-word. If you're not aware of Black history, meaning the trauma that we went through, if you haven't done your research, how could you possibly be using that word without knowing what that word entails? How could you possibly be using the N-word if you don't know the history behind it? That's one thing. For two, you refer to them brothers, the Black Association, Broke Black Association, some shit, broke something or so. I don't know the name of the organization, but the way you just threw the word around and you said them niggas. It's not what you say, but how you say it, Fat Joe. You can't use the word nigga in the wrong context. You have to be careful. You guys do me a favor. As soon as you come in the building, hit that like button, all right? Don't be a ninja watcher. Hit the like button so YouTube can recommend this content. Push it forward, all right? Right now, we're speaking about Fat Joe using the word, the N-word, and looks like he's getting comfortable with the Black community. That's what I put in the title. Fat Joe's getting comfortable with the Black community, though we embrace him. I understand it. But Joe, I need you to tighten up just a slight bit. We need Fat Joe to tighten up a tiny bit for us. All right? I understand the N-word, the use of the N-word. It's how would you say? Not necessarily contagious, but it's like how you say when you there's a curiosity behind it. Everybody outside of our race wants to use the N-word. There's a natural curiosity behind it. All right? But back to Fat Joe, not to go off the subject. This conversation is about Fat Joe and what he said in Matt Hoffers' podcast, all right? When he's referring to these brothers and how they're Black and they're broke. And how these brothers, I understand sometimes people are radical. Certain communities, the Israelite community might be considered radical, right? We have different communities that are pro-Black that might be slightly radical. But you still have to watch how you refer to these people. Because me, if I'm standing amongst Spanish people, I'm not going to refer to a bunch of Spanish women as dusty women. Them dusty bitches. I know I'm doing something wrong. So Fat Joe, my question is to you. You never feel no type of, there's no, like God doesn't tap you on the shoulder and be like, yo, I don't think you should do that. What I'm getting at is, Fat Joe, I think you know when you say stuff like that, it could be received different. Fat Joe, I think you're aware of how you affect us when you use certain words. Fat Joe, I'm gonna even go as far as to say you're trying to see what you can get away with. Now, mind you, we love you. We're not Black people. We're not with the separation. We love Spanish people. We love other races, right? But we're talking about the N-word. We're talking about cultural appropriation. We're talking about disrespecting and classifying people, especially a race or a nationality, a ethnicity, all right? Once again, you guys were speaking about Fat Joe, his remarks on Matt Hoffers' podcast. Excuse me, I'm trying to say his name. Matt Hoffers' podcast, all right? Fat Joe made some remarks speaking about this Black organization, right? Also, during the battle between, the verses between Fat Joe and who that was Fat Joe battled? Ja Rule. When Fat Joe was battling Ja Rule, you guys heard in that video I just played, all right? In which he referred to them women as dusty bitches. Now, that night, I know Vita was in the house. All right, shout out to Vita. They used to be signed to Murder, Inc. You played a dope role in Bailey. All right, that part. Also, I think they had Little Mo, the artist, damn, the one that used to work with Fabulous. And another woman was in the house, right? He referred to these women as dusty women. Now, keep in mind, if that was a Black nigga saying it, Joe, it would have been cool. But, Joe, I'm just going to say this. You have to watch your mouth when you're referring to a people, especially a race outside of your race. It's okay within your race. You're Spanish. You could just say you can talk about Spanish women. But when you step outside the confines of that, be careful how you address our Black women. Be careful how you address our Black community. Fat Joe, please do not get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Trust me. Because you can't be canceled. Not everybody is a fan of Fat Joe. Now, I know that's hard to say because he's super embracing our community. He's the host at the BET Awards, et cetera, et cetera. But not everybody's a fan of Fat Joe, right? And nonetheless, you can't be canceled. For some reason, there's a misconception that black people, there's no cancel culture with black people. They make it seem like black people can't cancel nobody. Every other culture, Jewish, Spanish, Asian, any other community outside of our community are able to utilize that cancellation. They're allowed to take that approach, and they're successful in canceling other cultures. They make other cultures run back and apologize to them. They have political power. But our community, it seems like we cannot cancel nobody. Our voice is not united, so it's not being heard, all right? Once again, Fat Joe, this is not about condemning you, my brother. God bless Fat Joe, all right, and Terror Squad. Rest in peace, Big Pun, and all that. It's not about that. The conversation is bigger than Fat Joe, all right? Fat Joe is a part of our community, and he contributes to the black community, all right? His friends are black. And he don't just have one black friend. You know, everybody got that one token black friend? Not him. All right? Big shout out to Fat Joe. Shout out to Terror Squad. That part. Make sure you guys hit that like button. That part. Once again, this is Don't Shoot the Messenger, DSTM, episode number 103. That part. I know you guys, hopefully you guys had a chance to check out the interview with Junkie Junk, Zopound. That part. And also, in a couple days, I'm going to be dropping the Deslock interview, all right? And that's in conjunction with Junkie Junk. So it's 2 interviews. We starting off the year right, correct. What I want to do now, you guys, I do apologize. I've been neglecting this comment section, and I see y'all boys in the comment section. You heard? That part. Shout out to Beast Mode. I'm pulling up everybody right now. Shout out to Beast Mode Productions. You guys do me a favor. Everybody should be hitting that like button, all right? Whoosh, that's a me. Jukin's in the building. That part. Speak. Jukin's in the building. What's up, bro? All right. Rudolph Balmier in the building. That part. Appreciate everybody in the building. Rudolph in the building. Who this right here? YSL. Whoa. 7Z. That part, man. Big shout out to you, brother. I'm trying to pronunciate it. And I do have a problem with butchering people's names. Bear with me. All right. I'm the type of person you got to correct once in a while. I have no problem with being corrected. Hit me up in the comments section. What Rudolph's saying right here. Hold up. I think he's been in the game for so long that he had a pass, and he went through the hardest times in the late 90s. Facts. Fat Joe definitely got a pass. But nobody has a pass to use the N-word as they please. No. Use it in the proper context. All right? What else? Get the guy Ali, that part. Now, we definitely got to get Ali on the show. We definitely got to get, but remember, Ali making his rounds, and Ali's on big platforms and et cetera. But Ali's supposed to come on the show. I hope he's not scared. He hits me up. He's always texting me and sending me shit. You know what I mean? But you got to understand, when you stand in front of me, bro, you're going to get hit with some questions. Remember, I'm not sparing nobody, but I'm not here to condemn nobody. So when Ali come here, I guarantee you it's going to be his toughest interview. Shout out to DJ Vlad. Vlad did a good interview. Shout out to the Tippy Toe Podcast. He did a good interview. Shout out to Art of Dialogue. They did a good interview. But my interview, it's going to be a little bit more intense. All right? Nonetheless. And I ain't trying to scare Ali. You know what I mean? He's a grown man. Shout out to Lamel Prince. Peace from Brooklyn. That part, man. Big shout out to Brooklyn, man. Big shout out to my Brooklyn niggas. You know I'm a Brooklyn baby. That part. L.O.T.S. I'm a Brooklyn baby. All right? Let me tell you something. I'm a Miami, Florida nigga raised. I'm a Brooklyn baby. Mike Tyson's from Brooklyn. Michael Jordan's from Brooklyn. All right? The best of the best come out of that shit. Now, that part. What we got here? Make sure you guys hit that like button. Listen, you guys, I'm seeing like 2 likes right now. When you guys come in the building, do me a favor, hit the like button. Don't be a ninja watcher. All right? Don't be a pocket watcher. Hit that like button so YouTube can recommend it and push it forward to their audience. We got to get our likes up on this channel. We got to get our subscribers up. All right? Because you got bigger platforms than me that's getting recognition. They taking shit from me. Because y'all know I'm the trendsetter. I already screamed on Jordan Tower. Jordan Tower was taking shit from taking my content, taking my shit, and posting shit on his page. Y'all know what's up, man. Small channel, but trust me, this year, listen, for the record, this is the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth, and you guys will learn that, all right? Remember that. We speak things into existence here. That part. Now, moving right along. Listen, I want to give a big shout out to JT, home team. JT, one half member of the former group City Girls. Now, this conversation, we're going to speak about JT and we're going to speak about GloRilla, all right? Now, I don't like to get into the women's thing, you know what I mean? But when it comes to hip hop, we got to address certain things, right? Rightfully so. With that being said, you guys, I remember you guys, do you guys remember when JT and GloRilla were going back and forth online? All right. Apparently, allegedly, GloRilla hit JT with a purse or something. People are denying it, right? But something took place, which drove a wedge between them and got them at odds. With that being said, when that took place, JT had split from Young Miami 305. During that time, it was shaky for JT, all right? JT leaving this group because the group's album that they had recently dropped did not do so good. It wasn't successful, all right? So JT had to reassess her career, in which it looks like she made the right choice. JT decided to go solo, all right? So you guys see Young Miami 305, she's doing her hosting a show. Carisha Please on what's that is? Revolt, that part. With that being said, she's doing her thing. Big shout out to Young Miami 305. But JT now, she had to reassess her career. She had to revamp her career, all right? And she was successful. You guys know all type of people listen to JT's new project. Big shout out to JT. She made her stamp. With that being said, JT was being successful. JT was going back and forth with GloRilla. GloRilla was talking to JT, greasy. GloRilla had recently dropped the project. JT's experiencing this new success in her solo career. But at the same time, JT's experiencing this new success. GloRilla's struggling on her side of things, right? GloRilla had dropped some shit called Cha 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 in New York with Fabio Foreign. That shit went pew. All right, it was a dud. So a lot of people were questioning GloRilla. Some people thought GloRilla went last, and GloRilla even was questioning herself. She spoke about it. But like the champ she is, like being a strong woman that she is, strong black woman, she got up out of that. And GloRilla had a consistent run of hits. GloRilla is currently the #1 female rapper. Let's be clear. GloRilla has surpassed Cardi B. Let's be clear. I think GloRilla, if you ask me, has surpassed Megan Thee Stallion. Let's be clear. GloRilla has something, she said something special going on. Back to back to back. I think she got Female Artist of the Year. She recently received a reward. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section. She recently received an award. All right? Also, GloRilla's being seen online. She's looking very good, voluptuous. She's been working out. I'm a personal trainer, and I be telling girls, yeah, it's not always the surgery. Shout out to GloRilla looking scrumptious. Listen, I ain't even going to talk about that because I want to do a segue, all right? Because I see niggas is trying to snipe, get at GloRilla. GloRilla's the new top prospect right now, all right? She's in that category. But with that being said, GloRilla has a list of consecutive hits. GloRilla is the #1 female artist right now. She's getting all her accolades. She's looking beautiful. She's glowing, all right? With that being said, JT, when she first spoke about GloRilla, JT was saying that GloRilla, basically saying that, like, insinuating that her career's over. She even went as far as to say GloRilla, calling her, basically saying that GloRilla talking about her looks. She said GloRilla got a man voice, right? But the irony is now, GloRilla came up out of that and she's successful. So now you have JT and GloRilla. Let me break something down. Ladies, can I speak to you guys? I got to speak to the ladies right now. Listen, JT and GloRilla are considered underdogs. Let's make this clear. In reference to a Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Lotto, JT and GloRilla are considered underdogs. And there's a reason why I'm saying this. JT and GloRilla are not the conventional depictions of beauty that we usually see. All right? JT with her dark-skin complexion. Since Foxy Brown, there hasn't been really a dark-skinned girl with a presence like that that's being embraced. All right? Also, GloRilla. If you look at GloRilla, her nose a little wide, which black people, we have wide noses, but it's not conventional beauty that we're all used to, all right? So now, GloRilla and JT, they're a breath of fresh air. Let me say, society only depicts one type of beauty. And the world and races are diverse. Different faces. Some people got skinny nose. Some people got wide nose. Some people got big heads. I got a big head. Some people got small peanut heads. You heard me? But it's diversified. GloRilla and JT, they were a breath of fresh air. We don't see that beauty in the industry. We don't see black women being celebrated. We don't see the slim girls being celebrated. Shout out to Coi Leray. All right? Right now, GloRilla's being celebrated. Niggas is going crazy for GloRilla right now. GloRilla's probably the least prospected, the least recruited. She's the number one prospect right now. And I want to say JT and GloRilla, y'all don't have the luxury of beefing. Women in hip hop need to come together because the labels looking for women artists, that run that y'all was going on the past 2 years, it's over. Listen, it's over. Them labels, their agenda is no longer to find a girl artist. The past 2 years, every label is trying to find that one girl artist. Y'all was the top recruited. It's over now. But guess what? JT and GloRilla, I think y'all should do something together. And all the women in hip hop need to start working together if you guys want to continue this run. That's it. That's all. I'm out. Now, you guys, make sure you guys are hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, moving right along, I want to keep it right there at GloRilla. Let's keep it right there. Listen, man. This is the sniper segment of this session, of this platform, of this podcast. All right? I always give a shout out to the top players. I'm the type of nigga that I celebrate other players. All right? I'm a player's player. You understand me? I should have had a limp and missing a tooth. You heard me? Listen, I see Bossman D-Lo getting at GloRilla. Bossman D-Lo is shooting his shot at GloRilla right now. All right? GloRilla is the number one recruiter right now. Every nigga, not to say every nigga. Let me not exaggerate. But she's the focus of a lot of niggas right now. You see Kodak Black go crazy for GloRilla. Bossman D-Lo right now, he's going crazy for GloRilla. I think GloRilla is becoming a hood favorite. Listen.
Finish. 2, 3, 2, 1.
Listen.
Fight.
I did not mean to do that. Listen, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Listen, I think GloRilla is a hood favorite right now. All right? And like I said, this is the sniper portion. Really, I want to give you the sniper. That's why I want to give you the sniper sound. Big shout out to Bossman D-Lo. I see you, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that. GloRilla, keep getting finer. Stay inside the gym because you're looking good, man. That part. L.O.T.S approved meter. You guys, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. This is episode number 103. That part. All right. Now, moving right along. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel too. Hold up. We got more here. What we got here? Oh, this is big. This is actually big, man. This is big. All right. You guys are familiar with What's this guy's name? Let me get his name correct, man. All right. Sports commentator Skip Bayless. All right, you guys, I know you guys, ESPN, whatever. You guys, I don't watch sports heavy like that no longer. I really be in the streets trying to get some money, all right? But nonetheless, I don't want to make no excuses. Skip Bayless, we all familiar with that. Skip Bayless, they used to have that show where I think it was Shannon Sharp and Anderson and whatever, right? With that being said, Skip Bayless recently, he was charged. He got some charges being brought against him. And these are these times. It's those puffy charges. It's the Diddy charges. You guys guessed it. Let me see if I can pull this up. Allow me one moment. I'm going to pull this up on Instagram. All right, and I want to pull it up and read it word for word. Let me see here. I want to read this. I want to read these charges that Skip Bayless has against him, word for word. All right, here we go. All right, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right, check this out. Fox Sports Executive Vice President Charlie Dixon, former FS1 host Skip Bayless, and current FS1 host Joy Taylor have all been named in a workplace misconduct lawsuit filed by a former Fox Sports hairstylist. I don't want to mispronounce her word. The lawsuit was first reported by AJ Perez and Michael McCarthy of Front Office Sports. All right. The woman alleges a workplace environment rift with misconduct, including incidents that were sexual in nature, excuse me. Of all the allegations, Faraji details years of sexual harassment from former undisputed host Skip Bayless, who at one point propositioned her for sex by offering her $1.5 million. All right. Faraj also claims that Bayless would give lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against hers and pressing against her breast. I want to be careful how I'm reading this, all right? Because YouTube be censoring shit. I'm new to this. Now listen. Lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against hers and pressing against her breast. Additionally, the lawsuit claims that Bayless accused Faraji of having sexual relations with his former co-host Shannon Sharp. So now she's throwing Shannon Sharp in there. Now, Faraji also alleges that Fox Sports executive Charlie Dixon once grabbed her buttocks during a birthday party both were attending. When she later detailed the encounter to Joy Taylor, the Speak host allegedly told her to get over it. All right? Now, some of Faraji's allegations suggest that she was discriminated against based on her Muslim faith, so she's Muslim. During one incident detailed in the lawsuit, Faraji claims that she met one of Bayless' advances by saying, "Skip, stop. You have a wife." Bayless then responded, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" In another incident, Taylor allegedly made remarks about Faraji's Persian descent. According to the lawsuit, Taylor insulted Miss Faraji on a personal and professional level, mocking the English pronunciation of Faraji. All right, the lawsuit contends that this issue continues for over a decade, long tenure as Fox, despite multiple complaints to the company's human resources department. So, you guys, this is an ongoing thing. This is a trending thing that's happening amongst men. I want to speak about that. Listen, when it comes to men in power, this is an approach to all men in power throughout history, throughout time. All right? You guys see the recent charges that's been brought against Diddy. You see men that are mega powerful, all right, being removed from their throne, from their status, with these allegations, these accusations, these charges. This is a extortion method, all right? Let's be clear. This is the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth, and it's the reason why I say it's dangerous. You see, the women that you encounter throughout your ascension to success, you got to be very meticulous and cognizant of how you interact with these women. These charges are kind of like RICO charges. They're so wide, it's going to be hard for you to escape these type of charges, all right? And I consider those charges that's the Achilles heel to every man. Y'all see politicians get taken out by these type of charges. Y'all seen industry, niggas in the industry, celebrities get taken out by these charges. Government officials get taken out by these charges. All right? These charges are designed to be, they're designed for you not to be able to elude them. All right? So we have to be cognizant of the women that we encounter on our ascension to success, such as a Mr. like Skip Bayless. Now, I'm not discrediting this woman's story. I'm not going to do that. I cannot vouch for Skip Bayless. I don't know his behavior. I don't know his track record. All right? And every woman that's accusing doesn't necessarily mean that they're lying. Obviously, there's a lot of truth to it. There's niggas that take pussy. Facts, though. And we all know about being at the workplace, what women are subjected to, all right? The type of treatment that they're subjected to in corporate environments. We all hear about the military all the time, and I don't want to go into that too much, all right? But nonetheless, this is something that we all suffer from, us being men. It doesn't matter what race you are. You could be black, white, purple, Asian. It don't matter, all right? It's similar to the RICO charge. So this is what they got Skip Bayless for right now. So I guess soon we're going to be looking to hear his resignation. Now, I'm not looking forward for Skip Bayless' resignation, but at the same time, these are things that we might have to take consideration in the near future if we see this man step down. All right. Nonetheless, Skip Bayless, we're not condemning you on this channel. I don't know if you did these charges. I don't know if you have a track record of doing things of that nature. And you already know in the court of law, you are innocent until proven guilty. As opposed to public, the public, you're usually guilty before you're proven innocent, all right? Nonetheless, you guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We just were speaking about Skip Bayless and the new charges that was brought against him, all right? L.O.T.S approved media. Once again, I want to reset this room, all right? I am the incomparable, the author, imitator, but cannot be duplicated when they style from the elected, the appointed voice of the streets, all right? I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. That's an acronym. Lord of the streets, living off the streets, learn off the streets. When I say living off the streets, my G, that is eating off the land, all right? It's a hustler term. That part. All right, and this is powered by L.O.T.S Proof Media. I want to welcome everybody to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 103. That part. Hold up. Let me get some horns, man. Now, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right, make sure you guys are turning your notifications on. I know it gets annoying. I know you guys probably cut your notifications off, right? I'm looking at this comment section right quick. I know how it be you turn your notifications off because you constantly getting notified and you got things to do. But do me a favor, this is your boy. Turn your notifications on because I'm gonna be releasing a lot of content, and I want you guys to be the first to get this content. All right, that part. Hold up, Mike Kinko. It's hard from New York. That part. That part. Let me address this comment section. Laughing out loud. Bring ass down. That part. I don't know what that means, Genius. Tell me what that means. Bring ass down. Let me know what that means. I have never heard Fat Joe go as hard for his own culture than he does in black culture. Lamel Print. Yo, listen. That part. Nah, for real. For real. He goes super hard. Black culture. Listen. That's an argument right there. Fat Joe embraces black culture more than he embraces Spanish culture. Let's talk about it. That was real. Listen. Fat Joe, when Noriega, Jing Champs Nori, when he was going into reggaeton, and he had that song, his first single, that single was a major success. But when you hear the story now, Nori says that Fat Joe told him don't do that shit. Fat Joe tried to discourage Nori from making a reggaeton song. He said, fuck them Spanish niggas. Fuck them Puerto Rican niggas. That's what Fat Joe told Nori. So when you talking about Fat Joe don't necessarily cater to his Spanish community. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't embrace it, right? But I don't think he necessarily caters to his Spanish community, especially when you're talking about music. So you're right about that. All right. He goes harder for black people than he actually goes for Spanish people. He really stands behind black culture. You know what I mean? Big shout out to what's the name, man? Big shout out to Fat Joe. Now, you guys, listen. Like I said, I recently dropped an interview with Deslock, all right? Deslock of Piccolo. This interview is gonna be dropping in. I might drop it Tuesday. All right, you guys look forward for the Deslock interview. And Deslock is speaking about Ali Zoe Adams too. Now, keep in mind, Ali mentioned Deslock. And they speak about the deal with Steve Rifkin, all right, Rifkin, in which he got him a $300,000 to $400,000 deal, all right? Ali was the liaison for that, and he vouched for that. You guys will see inside the video, that part. What's up with this comment section? Hold up. True known, big facts, YSL. You guys do me a favor. When you guys in the comment section, try to write it so I can understand it. My black ass, sometimes I can't decipher that shit, bro. You know what I mean? She is the hood favorite. Big facts. Nah, GloRilla's a hood favorite. That part. Now, I know a lot of people probably done messed up for the new year. It's 2025. We're 4 days into the new year. This new year, we're unapologetic. This is what I'm explaining to you guys. No apologies. You should already came in the new year cutting off friends. You should have cut off your friends in 2024. And if you haven't did it, do it now. All right? Nobody, if the person is not on the same page with you, if they're not helping you push your agenda, you got to remove these people from your life. That part. There's no excuses for 225. Shout out to everybody in the cryptocurrency world. You know what I mean? Crypto looking real good right now. Shout out to XRP. That part. H-Bar. Hedera. Dogecoin. Bitcoin. Ethereum. All that. It's a Bitcoin run this year. You guys take advantage of that. Big opportunity. It's probably going to be the only opportunity for us to get mega rich that quick. Let me not say only. Let me watch my words. Words can give life or condemn. Let me not say only. There'll be more opportunities to get rich. That part. L.O.T.S approved media. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Listen, man. We about to close this off. How many minutes we got left? We got about like 10 minutes left. And I don't think this week hasn't been that lit. Oh, shout out to Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka did a social media experiment. All right. Waka Flocka was seen online beat up. He had bruises all over his face. In which he said, 10 niggas jumped on me, whoop whoop. Y'all let them niggas jump on me, whoop whoop. Right? When I seen it, I'm not gonna lie, when Waka Flocka showed online he was beat up, I was gonna do a video on that. I literally was gonna stop everything I was doing and go do a video on that. By the grace of God, I didn't do a video on that. Because lucky for me, 2 days later, Waka Flocka admitted that it was a social media experiment. All right? So this is in reference to everybody that's in social media that's quick to fall for the clickbait. Even me. I fall for it sometimes too. We're living in the age of deception. AI is here. You guys got to start putting on your thinking caps. This is not the time to believe in what they say, believe in none of what you hear and half of what you see. This ain't the time to believe in things and to be falling for certain things. You have to do your research. This is the time of research is what I'm trying to get to. All right? There's a lot of AIs. We can't tell real from fake right now. So we have to really be meticulous in how we observe things and our observations of things. That's what Waka Flocka was saying. Right now, you put anything on social media, niggas gonna run with it. You guys gotta keep in mind, social media is monetized. People get money off of making up shit. It's called clickbait. All right? And such as everything else in life when you talk about the internet. This is the time of deception. We're seeing AI videos of Diddy with Jay-Z. None of us believe that because we know Jay don't get down like that. But we're seeing a lot of AI. And the AI videos are starting to get more serious, more professional. It's getting harder to detect if it's an AI or not. So we have to look behind things. We can't believe everything we see right now in society. Do you understand? Clickbait. Look how CNN is one-sided. Fox News, one-sided. You guys got to start thinking for yourselves. Don't be a sheep right now. I don't want to get too deep into that. The most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. Matter of fact, let me leave that alone. I don't like touching on subjects like that. No. We ain't gonna touch on stuff like that. L.O.T.S Brew Meter, Don't Shoot a Messenger Podcast, episode number 103. That part. Hold up. Let me get some horns. That part. Most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. Let me see what else we got, man. Is there anything else? Because I ain't gonna lie to you guys. We got about like 8 minutes here. And I want to at least do an hour show. So I'm just looking and searching. Is there anything in the comment section you guys want to talk about? You guys let me know. Listen, this platform is for us by us, okay? You guys don't have to agree with everything that I'm saying. This is an unbiased platform. So if you guys have your own opinion on things, put it in the comment section so we can address it. You heard? That part. Big shout out to Kanye West. Kanye West being rebellious. Kanye good for that. Oh, listen. All right, hold up. Now, who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Listen, this is a great one to end off with. We are familiar with Mike Jones, Houston, Texas rapper Mike Jones, all right? Now, as of recently, we probably haven't been seeing Mike Jones. I don't know if you guys, I don't see Mike Jones really doing shows. I don't see Mike Jones in Miami. I'm in Miami. So all artists come to Miami. I don't see Mike Jones in my city, right? So I think any rapper that's trending would have to come to Miami. Miami, New York, Cali. These are the major, Atlanta. These are major states that you have to be relevant in. I haven't been seeing no Mike Jones. You heard me? Now, with that being said, you guys know Mike Jones was a successful artist at one point. Now, he's the butt of everybody's jokes. Everybody ridicules Mike Jones. They make fun of him. You know Mike Jones, he went through some shit with Trey the Truth. Trey the Truth is like the mayor of Houston, Texas, all right? In which he put his hands on Mike Jones. Trey the Truth, I don't know how you want to put the term. And I want to be easy with that because at the end of the day, I don't want to play Mike Jones. But he had Mike Jones leaking that part. With that being said, you guys, there's a thing called one-hit wonder, all right? Before I even get into the one-hit wonder argument, because this is what I'm going to leave out with this one-hit wonder argument, all right? Because a lot of people like to call people one-hit wonders. Now, recently, you guys, like I said, there's been videos emerging online of Mike Jones doing shows with crowds, small crowds. When I mean small crowds, it looks like it'd be like 12, 15 people standing in front of him on stage. Now, when you see Mike Jones with these small crowds, most rappers, you know, nowadays they videos those shows because those shows are a reflection of how relevant you are in music, in the music industry. So Mike Jones looks like he's performing for barely nobody, right? But you see the people that stand in front, they're in tune. With that being said, Mike Jones recently did a show. He posted a show online that he got paid. All right? Mike Jones got paid. Hold on, let me set this horn up. Mike Jones recently got paid for a show. He showed the statement, whatever. $100,000. Listen, man. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? I wish I knew that phone number. I heard people used to call that nigga phone number all the time. Listen, man. This is what I want to speak about. One-hit wonders. People got audacity to call niggas one-hit wonders. I never understood the math behind it. People ridiculing people for having one hit. One hit could change your life. All it takes is one hit to change your life. But people out here ridiculing one-hit wonders. And the person that's ridiculing the person with this achievement has no achievements. How can people have the audacity to call Mike Jones a one-hit wonder when the man's still getting paid $100,000 for a show? I'm not stupid. I know he ain't getting paid $100,000 every show. But Mike Jones got paid $100,000 for a show. So we got to reconsider, reassess our perception of a one-hit wonder. Because people tend to talk about one-hit wonders in a condescending way. And it's not adding up. You got to make it make sense. How you going to say he's a one-hit wonder when you don't have no one hit? And we still wondering when you're going to be successful. That part. You call the man a one-hit wonder, the man just got paid $100,000 for a show. That part. All it takes is one hit. Anybody in the industry will tell you, one hit, you could tour for the rest of your life. You got niggas that probably done dropped 2 or 3 albums and really can't really tour like that because their music ain't hitting like that. Maybe it was just a trend. But when you got that one hit, Mike who? Mike Jones. Mike who? Mike Jones. That's a hit, man. 8301. I remember, listen. 100,000 for a show. So let's cut out let's humble ourselves. I want to change the narrative of people, how they speak about one-hit wonders. Because that's a great accomplishment. And like I said, majority of the time, the person that's talking about the person that's a one-hit wonder, they are no-hit wonder. They have no hits, no accomplishments, no accolades. But sit back and have the audacity, the cojones, the balls to look at a one-hit wonder and ridicule a one-hit wonder. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, L.O.T.S put me a Dose of the Message Podcast, episode number 103. I need everybody to make sure that they're hitting that like button. Listen, hit the like button so YouTube can recommend this content and push it forward to their audience. Listen, we got people in the building. Hit that like button. Now, also, subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so next time I go on, you guys get notified because I know you guys are going to want this new interview with Deslock from Piccolo. He's talking about Ali Adams. Ali Zoe Adams. Ali spoke about Deslock. All right? Deslock is confirming some things. Deslock, Piccolo. Pick it to the low. Y'all know Piccolo. I know some people are not from Miami. This is a Miami-based platform. But there's an artist called Piccolo, all right? His name is Deslock. He's 1/2 member. Rest in peace to Vito No Shake. That part. All right? L.O.T.S Proof Media, Dose of the Message Podcast, episode number 103. And for the last time, not the last time, but for the last time on this episode, I'm the incomparable, the author imitator cannot be duplicated, the one that they sound from, the elected, the appointed voice of the streets, all right? I go by the name of L.O.T.S Proof, you guys. That's an acronym. That stands for Lord of the Streets, Leaders of the Streets, Learning off the Streets, Living off of the Streets, because we eat off the land here. This is powered by L.O.T.S Proof Media. And I want to welcome everybody to the Don't Shoot the Messenger Podcast, episode number 103. That part. With that being said, let's play some nice outro music. You heard? You guys do me a favor. Make sure everybody enjoys their weekend. All right? I appreciate you guys being here with me. Keep in mind, remember I tell you, I'm a street nigga doing this. I'm going to mess up at times. Y'all going to have to correct me at times. 2025, let's make it happen. All right? And I'm going to end off with this. Failure, and I say this 1,000,000 times, failure and discouragement are the stepping stones to success. You cannot be scared to fail. If you're scared to fail, don't even start your mission. You can't be scared to fail. And ain't nothing but prosperity beyond your fears. All right? Ain't nothing but blessings behind your fears. Ain't nothing but rewards behind your fears. Dog, you got a glimpse behind your fears. You got to get beyond your fears, all right? And last but not least, the highest mountain has the best view. Keep climbing that mountain, people. Keep climbing that mountain. I don't care how much rocks is on that mountain, how many potholes is on that mountain, mountain lions. I mean, keep climbing that mountain, and to get to the top, that's the best view, all right? You're going to see the most. That's the great thing about life. The more intense your mission is, the more greater your mission is, the bigger your story, the more wisdom you gain. All right? That's when the reward is worth the risk. L.O.T.S. for me, the Don't Shoot Measure podcast. I'm out. That part.